Hi folks, and welcome to another edition of Top Echelon TV. I'm Todd, I'm the tech geek here at Top Echelon, and I want to do part 2 of my SEO series. This session is going to be based on what we're calling on-page SEO. That is, the guts of the page and the code that you put into your web pages actually have a lot to do with the way your pages rank. Now this stuff is kind of more visual for you to see, so I'm going to do a screen capture. I'm going to show you right on my screen what I'm going to show you. So take a look at this. All right, here. So you can see I've done a keyword search, a Google search, if you will. I'm pretending I'm a job seeker and I'm looking for mechanical engineering jobs. The #1 hit here is a site known as mechanicalengineer.com. Folks, I'll be right up front and tell you that Google and the big search engines are giving this website a boost because the name of the domain is Mechanical Engineer. So that's a tough one to compete against, but one to keep in mind if you're getting ready to expand or maybe even change your name. You might think of actually getting a domain with your most prevalent keyword or keyword set in it. But again, that's not really on page. That's just SEO geek stuff for you. Let's look at some of the on page stuff. What you'll see right here is the actual title tag, which we'll get to here in just a minute. The actual title tag of the web page is what comes up as the clickable link in the search results. Okay, so title tag is important. Right next here is what's known as the meta description. Meta tags used to be the panacea, the thing that would get you ranked. And they are important, but they're not the panacea that they once were. So tell your geek you do need them, and you need to well formulate your meta keywords and description, but they're not the be-all end-all any longer. And then the last thing I want to cover here on right here is the actual URL of your pages. And this one's a little confusing because, right, you don't normally care what the geeky URL there for each web page in your site is, but I would encourage you to take note of it because you do get a ranking boost when the name or the keywords that are being searched are actually in the page code, the file name that your page is called. So it is a little geeky, but it is something that I would really encourage you to have your geek sort of keep in mind when you're developing it. Okay, so let's just go look real closely at just this website. And I've opened up that website now in a new tab so that we can kind of look at the page itself. You see, again, the title of the page is right up here. Now, this URL that I was talking about, that's actually the code for the page name, excuse me, the page file name, sorry. Up here is the actual title tag. That is what you go into the code. So let me show you a little geek trick here to go look at and inspect the code that every web page on the planet you can go look at. And so, go look at your competitors. Go look at websites that are coming up before everyone and see what they're doing, okay? So that title page that I was talking about, the title tag that I was talking about, this page is called Mechanical Engineering Jobs for Mechanical Engineers. Notice they used the phrase or part of the phrase twice. And that's why they came up top notch. Mechanical Engineering Jobs, that was the very first part of their title. And they said Mechanical Engineers again right there. So in the code of this guy or gals or this firm's page, you can see right up top, one of the first things you see is the title tag. So pay close attention when you and your geek are developing your website. Pay very close attention to the title tag. Pay good attention to the meta keywords and description. Those do play a part. But what they really play a part in, folks, is making sure that your web page has a theme. that the keywords that you want to be found under are found in the title tag, are found in your meta keywords and description. And then the last tag that I want to draw close attention to is one called the H tags or heading tags. So if I were to go look on this page, you'll notice right here, there is an H1 tag. Okay, and if I just show you what that is on the page, this thing right here is sort of the description of the entire page into one sentence, and that is what's known as a heading tag. And so this site has done a very good job of saying mechanicalengineer.com, mechanical engineering employers, and mechanical engineers. They have really gone and gone to great lengths to say the important words over and over again in the important tags on their pages. The last thing that you can really take advantage of are what are called links or hrefs in your page. And the idea is that any link on every web page, this visible text that you see here, if they include your keywords of, in this example, mechanical engineer, well, you get an additional boost because what Google and Bing and Yahoo like to see is that your page has very relevant content that say mechanical engineer or whatever your specialty keyword you're going after over and over and over again. And that basically proves to them that your website really is about that content or that keyword. So as you can see, on-page SEO is a little more geeky, not really hard to understand, but some of that stuff is really going to be between you and your web developer. Definitely things that you need to think about and tell your web geek the things that you want done, because he or she cannot make up the words that you want to be associated with, but they're probably the ones that are going to type it in for you and make this happen. We are going to go into more SEO goodness in the next editions of Top Echelon TV. I want to thank you, and this concludes this episode.